down for the one time. It's the family bloodline.
And here we are, Kazo.
Hey,
We live.
hey.
I ain't got my audience to clap us back.
That's all right. We just clap for ourselves.
Right.
I know. You on the move this week, it looks like.
Yeah. I'm here and there, and a little bit everywhere. Had to stop in town. I didn't plan on stopping as long as I am, but looks like I might end up being here for the weekend.
Hi, Chris.
Uh, my my mom back in the hospital and trying to figure out what all is going on with her,
Hmm.
so we can get her better, get her fixed up. They thought she had a stroke.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
yeah, this morning. He called me when I was at work, uh, about nine something, and they told me
Hmm.
that her blood pressure was at 273.
Oof.
So, yeah, and her responses were different. They were choppy. She wasn't speaking in complete sentences, and she had one word answers. So they thought she had a stroke.
Hmm.
Got her over to the ER. Saw that she didn't have a stroke, but they don't know exactly what's going on with her.
Hmm.
So looks like I might be here for the weekend.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Definitely.
that's what's
Oof.
going on.
Yeah. Adulting. Getting older. The crazy thing, you're getting older. Parents are also getting older. So things tend to happen. Uh, it's just a part of life we have to learn to navigate as we get older.
Yeah, and you don't really
And
trip off of it.
yeah,
And it seems like it can happen overnight almost.
and it
So
can.
so yeah, but
Yeah, but we're definitely keeping Auntie in prayers and gonna be lifted up in good spirits and all of that. So,
right on. Yeah, so I'll be hanging around. I was hoping they would have more answers tonight, but
hmm,
they don't. So I
you
need to
gotta
stay
stick
put.
around.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, and no worries. I mean, as children, that's what we gotta do for our parents. So,
So they're not giving her diagnostic imaging, Chris. They did a bunch of tests and sent them to the labs. Uh, Gave her some medication. She's on an IV. She's in ICU, and so hopefully by tomorrow she gets some type of results back, and we'll know more at that point.
yep.
So, oh man, I got to change my name on here. I
I was
forgot.
just like, who's the team? I was just about to ask you that. Like, who is the team?
I
Hey,
forgot I
man.
did that.
The team.
Dang. Okay, there we go. That's better. So, what about you, Cuzzo?
That was quick. Uh, the week has been it hasn't been crazy. Um, it's just been a week. Nothing too crazy. Nothing out of the ordinary. What you eating? Oh, everybody just came past with food, so I'm
They
like,
walk. I seen them walking through.
I'm being nosy. What everybody eating? But yeah, work just been work. Been busy. I did a couple of days of overtime this week. I got to go in tomorrow. Also, got
Oh
to stack
wow.
them checks. Christmas coming up. Although I'm not really doing Christmas. I'm just, I need money because I'm trying to get my house together.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, today's December 1st. Hence my PJs. I'm getting in the Christmas spirit.
Oh, okay.
um, what else? No, Just been grinding. Nothing too crazy this week.
Yeah, there's another program. It just hit me in my head when you said that. I gotta put you in a Martell on uh through the military that can help out with some things. So you okay up there?
Yeah, no, that's my animals walking through here.
Oh, okay. That's so funny.
Yeah, Manny.
Yeah, it don't show SpongeBob
And
uh
Patrick,
and
but we
Patrick.
can see it.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
How has everybody else's week been in the comments?
Which
Comment
is
below. How has y'all week been?
not sure if Dirk gonna make it or when he's gonna make it rather.
Yeah, it might
I
just
don't.
be us tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if today is Shawnee's birthday or
It
not.
is. Today's her birthday.
Oh, it is. Oh, happy birthday, Cuzzo.
Yep.
Happy
Uh,
birthday.
Manny's about to hop on stage. Okay,
Oh
Manny.
man, yeah, that's right. It's Friday. Slides. That's right. I missed that. I got to get back into it. I got to get back into the music. So
What you
yeah.
drinking down there, Fat?
Oh, I'm glad. Well, thank you for asking. Somebody poured me this lovely drink, this bottle of Rotan. It's a Caribbean drink. It's a pineapple flavored rum. That's an absolutely wonderful, wonderful drop. It's very splendid. It's not too
Hey, Ava.
bold. It's fantastic. I love it. I love
It's
it. I
good,
ain't never
right?
had it before. It's a
Me
good look,
neither.
Juan. This is
Yep.
a good
I,
look.
I brought that back from Honduras. So that's real rum.
I'm laughing because of this. So
What?
yeah, because I do a cover of this song whenever I do karaoke or if I'm playing with that band. And yeah, that's another story for another time. I'll tell you about it later. I'll tell you about
Mm,
it later. But
okay.
yeah, hey, some things they saying for everybody to sing. But it's still a
Nope.
good time. It's still a good time.
My kids told
So,
me I can't sing nothing but gospel music. They said you only sound good when you sing gospel music.
oh my God,
I said, y'all some little evil.
where did that come from?
I don't, yeah, kids be tripping.
My bad. I'm looking at my partner sending me text messages while I'm on here. He want me to send him the
Uh,
link, but can't send him the link while I'm on here. You know what? I got something for him. He can hop on YouTube and we'll post the link in the chat. That way he can get on that way.
he said, please show us that rum bottle again.
Absolutely. Free advertisement for these folks.
Yeah, well, it's the Isle of Roatan, and I'm in here.
I see you, Flo.
Lashante,
Yeah, that's my boy
LaFleur.
Flo.
Did I say
That's
that right?
Flo. Mm-hmm.
Lashante?
We just calls him Flo.
Oh, okay.
Flo.
God.
He's moving into the professional circuit of bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he retired not too long ago from the army, and
Mm-hmm.
he's been lifting for a while. He's been doing it for a long time, and he's got time to actually uh, perfect his craft. He can dedicate time to it the way he's always wanted, and
Mm-hmm.
it's paying off. It's paying
Hey,
off.
cousin Beverly. Oh, I forgot to share it. I normally share it to my page. I forgot.
Man,
I'm gonna do it now. Come join. I forgot.
I just I'm trying to get it together over here.
I know. Thank you.
Trying to copy the link.
Want me to do it?
Yeah, because I don't know the shortcuts on my iPad like it's MS DOS. So Control V and Control C and Control V don't work the same.
Nah, that ain't how you do it. Let's go like this. We're gonna do it like that. We're gonna go like this, like that, like that. In my Tabitha Brown voice. And gonna go like that,
Oh,
like that.
shout out to Crab Kings. Uh,
There we go.
how did you do that? What did you do? What did you?
I'm learning my iPad too. So
Golly, I was over here trying to press it and touch it and control, and it was not working out for me.
well, all you do, you hit the invite, and then you hit copy. Then it's gonna say copy, and then it close that box, and then you go over here to where it say post comment, and then you hold it until it say paste, and then you hit paste, and then you send it.
I was getting something else happening on mine. I don't know what was going on, but anyway, let's get into these topics, cuz
Let's do it.
so let's mention the NFL and shout out to Sir who got his hoodie. He
He
was
did get
the
his hoodie.
first. Yes, he was the first winner of the Family
The picks
Bloodline podcast NFL picks. So y'all got until Saturday,
to get your
12
picks
p.m.
in.
Central Standard Time to get your picks in, and that following, well, we'll check them through the week, and we'll announce the winner, and then we'll get you your hoodie out. We'll get your information from you, and we'll get the hoodie out to you. So
Yep.
yes, it's a real thing. We're doing it. It's moving, and we're killing it.
And
So
if you do not want to do the picks and you still want a hoodie, you can always purchase. So also hit us up to do that as well.
absolutely. Oh, Chris hopped on early, so let's let
Well, let's
let's
get into topics
yeah,
first,
let's
and
hop
then
into the topics. We see you, Chris.
y'all,
We're gonna get you up in a second. So let's start out with
we got
Ti and his son
we got another guest.
King.
This my bun is doing his own thing tonight, so he's got his mind of his own. So my bun will be joining us today. My hair
That's
is
what's
all over
up.
the place.
That's what's
So,
up. Ti and his son King. So
oof.
what was it last Sunday? Yeah, it was last Sunday. It was
Was this
last
at
Sunday.
the
Uh,
Atlanta Hawks game? Not the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta
the Falcons. I knew what you was talking
not
about.
the
You were talking about
Falcons.
basketball.
Yeah, that was at the so they was at the
What's
Falcons
up, Cecil?
game. What's up, Cecil?
Yeah.
And
So go ahead. You got it, one.
so he went on a rant. He went and posted a rant about how he's standing on business, as these kids are saying these days, and how people are not going to be disrespecting him. He's a grown man. He ain't born with no silver spoon in his mouth and this, that, and the third. When we all know it's all quite the opposite. You were literally born with a silver spoon in your mouth,
Literally.
and like you're just being a spoiled brat at this point. So, let's talk about these kids and the internet.
Oh yeah. So to that point, um,
No, you're good, Chris.
he uh he recorded it,
He did, and
right?
that's another like when we also talked about this. Like everything is not for the internet.
At all.
But at the same time, we were brought up under what happens in our house stays in our house type deal. I mean, like your business is supposed to be your business. Everybody don't need to know your business. And but not only is it people outside of the house knowing your business, the whole world is knowing your business because of the internet and because of who
L-
you are and who your parents are.
Literally to that point, the whole freaking world.
Okay.
That's that's the issue, right? And not only does the whole world know his business, but the whole world also knows and understands that
Right?
yeah, he ain't about that life. He
Not
didn't
at
come
all.
he didn't come from the rough and tumble. You know, his
Uh-huh.
dad did, but just because his dad did doesn't mean
And his dad definitely fought so he can have a better life. So I
yeah,
mean, like
yeah.
it is like it literally it blows my mind the way that these kids want to be about the streets when they don't have to live their life. Who wants to live that life? No, even the people that live their life don't even want to live their
Don't
life.
want to live that life.
But you are glamorizing it so much like this is your life. You have never. I bet you the boy probably never touched a gun in his life. Never touched a crack rock, never touched a baggie or nothing.
Didn't have to.
And for what? Like, why do you need to?
And all of a sudden, he's standing on business.
And you a gangster and you a thug. Get out of here.
What business though? That's like what business
His
does he have?
parents, his
Yeah.
parents' business.
But I agree with this statement. Yep, I agree with that
Yes,
statement.
absolutely.
Absolutely. They
You
do.
wanna let's go ahead and bring Chris in.
Yeah,
He
come on,
been waiting.
Chris. Sorry about that.
You,
I got to bumping my gums and this pineapple uh rum starting to starting to sneak in on me. But what's going on, my brother? Good to see you as always.
Hey, happy holidays to everyone.
I appreciate it.
hey,
Same to
Yeah,
you.
hey. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to contribute except to agree that, yeah, romanticizing a violent life that you cannot escape and being hungry and afraid and just
mm-hmm.
worrying about trouble from top, above you, below you, and all around you is nothing to romanticize. And I just don't get that. I just don't get that.
I don't get it either.
Well,
And is it like somehow they feel like need some credibility or something? I mean, their parents
but
fought to get them out of that, you know?
and
Yeah.
so even if it comes to credibility, right? Let's just take the root of that credit part, right?
Mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
I you got to be smart about where you're trying to get credit from because you can apply to places that will ruin your credit, right?
Right,
Or
right.
you can be smart about it and apply to a place that's got a low APR that will make sure that you're financially sound, that doubles over as various different things. You don't just have to run to every nook and cranny trying to get credit. So
Yeah,
the street cred that he's looking for, the juice ain't worth the squeeze because he probably won't make it out.
yeah,
He's not
That
built
part,
like
because he
that.
doesn't know how to survive. Like, you don't know how to survive those trenches.
Yeah, he's not
You don't
built
know how
like
to
that.
survive those trenches, but you want to be a part of these streets so bad.
yeah. And even if you could survive, who would willingly go back to that kind of an environment?
Not me.
Absolutely
Escape it,
nobody.
you know?
Absolutely no one.
It's Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing about getting out of it, getting to the point where you can build things like generational wealth and increase with the education and get out from fear of, like I said, above you, below you, and all around you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you're,
and
you're
he
not
wants
here.
to stay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry,
So
Chris.
No,
no,
I'm running my
go
mouth.
ahead. Oh no, so my thing is, at that very moment, as he was trying to post that video, he wouldn't even had a chance to push post because I would have had him over my knees so daggone fast. I don't care how old you think you is. I would have took whatever belt. I'm sure he had on. I'm sure Ti had on a Gucci belt, maybe even a Fendi belt. And I mean, they all hurt the same. I would have put him right over my knee. I mean, I would have put him right over my knee and gave him something to show the internet, like dead,
Yeah,
dead ass.
applied properly, they all yield punishment. And so but even before that would have started, I would have been like, all right, gangster, go ahead and give me your phone that I'm paying for.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
That's where I would have started. That's where I
that
would have
part.
started.
And
Come on, Flo.
I just think that parents they're scared to whoop their kids down because they like, oh, I don't want to hurt my kids or this, that, and third. Man, I got whoopings, and I feel like I turned out absolutely fine.
So I don't have to whoop my kids, but I would talk to them until like they feel like it's hurting them. I will take their time away from them. And while we outside hanging out, playing, barbecuing, they'll be in the screen. They'll be looking from the door. Like, can I come out now? These are the consequences of your actions, and you finna feel the full. You're getting all of it, not a piece of it. You're getting all of it because I'm not going. I'm too big to whoop my kids, right?
Mhm.
My
Well,
my
I'm not.
threshold, my threshold of pressure hitting them might end up being too much. So I know.
Have you seen his youngest child?
Yes.
Shut up, Flo.
You not too big. No sir. The devil is a lie. You not too big to pop that one.
yeah. Little James is almost bigger than I am already. Okay.
Yeah, Bubby's a big guy, but I
He
mean,
is.
I understand, and I
James
understand like
is
how because with like you guys are right, whoopings do not solve everything, and they're not for every child. But With that being said, you cannot soft parent every child either.
Right.
Flo, you froze up on us.
Yeah, he did. You might have to come back and go off and come back in. You can't like soft parenting is not for every child. Like I've
It's
been
not.
trying soft parenting.
And
I
sometimes
tried
there's
it.
kind of a
And
balance of it too.
yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
I
Wanda, I
agree.
walked on you.
No, you're fine. No, I agree with it. It is the balance. Sometimes there's a time and a place for soft parenting, and then there's also time for you to catch these hands. And I'm not holding back. Is all I'm saying. Hey, I'm just saying.
Fortunately, I was able to do things a bit of a different way, and my kids take to it. Now, my son, he and I are bumping heads a little bit, so I might have to take
Uh-oh.
a bit of a different approach. But that's just because I'm not able to consistently reinforce what I'm teaching and
Hmm.
what I'm training. You know,
Right.
and
Give
plus,
them that structure.
yeah. So I won't whoop them, but he's got physical labor to do. Like he'll have to put his back up against the wall and get in the squatting position with his arms out. You
Oh,
know,
my kids hate that.
yeah. And I'm all about that. I'm
Yeah, my
all
kids
about
hate
that.
that.
So there are other
Yep.
means that I take that I use.
Yep. But
I
I
have to.
like uh cousin Beverly. I'm gonna honestly say that I don't think I've ever gotten a whooping by any of my uncles or aunties. Like ever.
Wanda, you didn't have to.
I know, because I was a great kid.
You
Um,
were. You
no, I
were.
honestly did. Like, I don't think I've gotten a whooping by any of my uncles or aunties. Now, my parents told his ass up, but no uncles or aunties ever had to put hands on me.
Man, I love
Um,
this dog. Adonis. I love
oh
Adonis.
gosh,
He just came
I
and
cannot believe. Um, we're not gonna be defaming my nephews on this podcast. My nephews are nothing but angels. We will not be doing that in the name of Jesus. All right.
so but yeah,
um,
there's other things like if he step too far out of line, he'll find himself doing push-ups or what we call the front in the rest position. You know,
mhm,
I'll roll him over on his back and he'll be doing flutter kicks. And if that
mhm.
don't work, well then we'll go outside and we'll get some water to it.
But do
We're
you
gonna
think
make
any
these
of that will
clothes heavy.
work? Would you think any of those tactics will work for T.I.'s son?
Oh no, it's too late. It's too late. He got to knuckle up at this point.
Yes, he has to catch hands at this point.
Yeah,
He
because
has to catch hands.
he wants to put himself in an adult situation and act as if he's tough physically. Well, then run them hands. Now you
But
owe
didn't
me
he
a
get beat
favor.
up in a Waffle House? If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
he did get beat up in
yeah.
a Waffle House, right? Or
Yep.
am I mixing up the kids? Because I know Ti got
No,
a lot of kids.
it's
But
real. It's real. Flo,
okay,
you're back.
Flo,
You're
what you
back.
want to say?
What you
Go
got,
ahead.
Flo?
You got to unmute yourself.
I it was choppy. So I last thing I heard was Ti son.
Okay.
And so
Uh,
what Wanda was saying is, didn't T.I. son get beat up in a Waffle House?
By who?
So he was in
somebody
there.
somebody in the Waffle House. He was in there stunting, and
Yeah.
some customers be. But it was that was a while ago. But I'm just
See, I
saying,
should have
like,
put his foot in his son ass a long time ago.
absolutely.
I have to tell my own child, like when he tells people, "Yeah, I'm from Chicago." You're not from Chicago. You from the suburbs of Chicago. You're from Romeoville. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not. I'm from Chicago. I'm from
Yeah.
44th and King Drive. You don't know nothing about projects. He know about high rises and studios. You know what I'm saying out there. He don't know nothing about the project. So T.I. son is in the same situation. He's not a
That's
thug.
all I'm saying.
These
Not.
people, kids, is not thugs. So but it's that ass whooping. I don't follow the social media, and I'm not out there. Only last thing I heard about T.I. son was that he choked him or whatever at some place or put him in the headlock. But you know, you spared a rod, you spoiled a child. He spared the rod a long time. The problem is, he's light skinned. They spared a rod on light skinned motherfuckers too damn much. That's the first damn thing. That's the
And
first
I
thing. That's the
I be
first
trying to
thing.
tell him. Hey, I be trying to tell him.
And then secondly, he
It be the
waited
light
too
skins with
long.
that
That
dark
boy
skin
is
mentality that gets
Yeah, that
you.
boy is too old now. Like, he's going to have to get them beat downs. He's going to have to in order for him to learn. Like,
Yes.
you're not about this life. You're not about it.
He should have
It's
beat
a
him down when he went and got them beaver teeth put in his mouth. He should
He
have beat
should
him
have beat
down
his
then.
ass down from the age of 3 years old when he first started fucking up. Yeah, that's when you start tapping that ass.
I wish I would have brought my soundboard. I wish I would have brought my soundboard.
Now,
But
you
yeah,
invited
man.
me to this shit. I got time now, goddammit. I ain't training no more.
Oh my god! So the moment that that the shade room caught the video, um, Instagram got the video, people then remixed it on TikTok. At that point, he literally be cut off from the world. Like he wouldn't have nothing. I would give him the life that he wanted. I would
Yeah.
okay. I
But
would drop
when you say he would be cut off from the world, what are you saying as far as TikTok and Instagram, like dropping his accounts and stuff like that? Is that what you're referring to?
yes.
Okay, okay.
Like he wouldn't have nothing. Like he wouldn't have that phone I'm paying for. And I'll take him to where he wanna go. I'll take him to the project where he wanna live and just see how long he lasts there.
Yeah.
Because with T.I. money I can do that.
So you just said a very I guess you could say put it this way. If you just take the social media away from, just take that away. Without that, half of the time they're nobody anyway without social media. He is not his dad. They're two different damn people. You
That's
may
Yeah.
true.
came from his sack, but you not him. You know what I'm saying? You are not him.
And my thing is his thing. He just seems very ungrateful. Like both of his parents, he like, oh, I'm a grown man. They can't do nothing for me. They given you everything that you have.
Yeah.
Who are you without them?
But
And let me take this back. Let me get one. Let me and I'm gonna let you go, Glass. My
you
bad.
got it.
But
You got it. You got it.
and
You
I
got it.
had let me redact that last statement. They probably did put their foot in his ass when he was younger. There's usually always one. There's usually a black sheep regardless, all the
Okay.
time. I.e., I have a daughter. I have two children. The child is biologically mine. I have nothing to do with the child that isn't mine biologically. Is my ride or die. That other one is the black sheep, like dead serious. It no matter how much you do for them, it's usually one, always. Well, Lord forgive me, 99.9% of the time. Yeah.
So I'd go a step further. So like these kids don't know the actual rules of the street, right? And they
Mm-mm.
don't understand that even in the streets, you can only ride off of somebody's name to a certain boundary, right? And once you hit that boundary line and you keep using that name, well, that name has a different connotation. That's an enemy of that boundary that you're entering, right? And they have different intentions towards that name. So he can be in the South Side all day screaming his dad is Tip, but if he hit the North Side screaming his dad is Tip, they're gonna interact with that name in a completely different manner, right?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't all the same. It don't always hold the exact same value. So
Mm-hmm.
I would take him past the good boundary line. I'm taking him towards the sun, the area. I don't know who did that or how it was
How
done.
you do that?
I don't know who did it, but thank you. I don't know who did that. That was
Yeah,
magic.
do it on mine.
Let's see if it'll do it again. It does. That's that upgrade on my iPad. So I'm gonna finna be giving us thumbs up all night.
My thumb
But
don't work.
like in the Lion King, where Mufasa was telling Simba that there's a certain area that the sun doesn't shine and we don't go. I'm taking
Mm-hmm.
him to that area. Now you make your own name. Stop riding off of mine. Because sooner or later, I'm going to be passed away anyway, and you can't ride off my name once I'm gone. You have to make your own way. You've got to stand on your own too. But since this is the platform that you want to do it in, let's start that now. Go ahead and get
Let's
it.
just say the Lion King had a lot of good life lessons. That was a classic.
It
So
was.
yeah.
And
It was indeed.
my mama called me the Lion King every damn month. She said, "You are the Lion King."
So
So
and that translates again to our kids directly today. I see a lot of kids, especially in like these new rappers that come from households that are upper middle class, to
Mine don't
to
work.
to being rich, and they are like Chris was saying, they're trying to emulate that struggle so bad that it's disgusting and it's sickening and it's setting them back more than what they actually know. It's not helping them any, right? Our movement, because of where we came from, our whole movement has been to get away from where we came from. And if we're not going to be able to get away, to at least be able to do better in these situations. We're not going to be at the same financial standings. We're not going to be at our morals are going to be better. We're going to have a different set of ethics because we're progressing ourselves and our family. We're not moving these things backwards, and that's what they have uh, a propensity to do. Is they want to regress the standard and where everybody is because they think this is a cool thing to do, and it's not. It's not okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, is it us to blame for for glamorizing that type of lifestyle? Either
Some of
No,
that society and media too, don't you think?
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
so I
it's
mean,
it's
So even though the things that we not necessarily glamorize, but we might have listened to. I mean, hell, we all in the same age category. We done all heard Vanilla Ice, KRS One, uh, MC Hammer. Then you get to NWA, Ice Cube, so on and so forth. Yeah, we might have listened to the music, but never did we go around. Look at you guys. Did you guys that we hung out with go around and cruising around in my 6'4" shooting at jokers? I don't think half of the guys. You might have known some people, but did you hang around with those individuals?
Well,
The
I'm gonna
no,
take.
the the people that
I'm gonna plead the
we didn't
fifth.
have time to hang around anybody. We was in church Monday through Sunday.
exact, and I'm Church of God in Christ, so that's why I don't go to church at all no more. Period.
Right.
But I got you. But praise God. But anyhow, like I was saying, uh, uh, the like he said, as far as I'm sorry, sir. What's your name? I didn't catch it. Chris.
That's brother
Well,
Chris. He on
brother
the
Chris.
level.
All right, Square. So as brother Chris says, social media. Well, not even just social media. The record companies, the studios, so on and so forth. If they can make a penny off of our people, basically taking us back down to Neanderthal freaking age in their songs,
Hmm.
my pee hole pink and my booty hole brown,
Oh
XYZ. You know what
man.
I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
what the hell? Like it's
yeah,
not even lyrics, bro. It's not even lyrics.
yeah.
And then they dancing and
It's
juking off of this. Like I heard this crap all the way in Dominican Republic.
Oh
yeah.
word.
Oh,
It's not only
yeah.
exploitation, but it's also adding to the divide and conquer. If you
Yeah.
keep people oppressed and divided, you're going to conquer them. It's low hanging fruit at that point. It's just an easy thing, and it's taking advantage of when we're youthful, especially when we're youthful. In a general rule, people have their hearts on the sleeves. Their passions run high, both for young men and young women, and it's just really easy to get people wound up very quickly, and it's just a cheap easy grab. It's like that Star Wars thing of the easy way to the force is the dark side. The anger, the hate, and the hard
Hmm.
work is to the love and the peace. And it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
anyway.
It's sad. I,
I'm
I I wish. And so Ti did put out another video,
Hmm.
and on that video he was saying, me and his mom, we talked to him about this a long time ago, and we told him where, what he's trying to get into, where it's going to lead him, and if that's where he want to go, he gonna end up either in jail or in prison, and that's we can't do nothing about that. That's where he wants to do it. You muted,
Or
bro.
dead. Don't
Or
forget
dead.
dead, prison. Or yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so he was like, we told him, but everybody got to make their own choices, and he gonna have to make his choice and live with it, or die from it, essentially.
I hear everything that y'all saying, but I'm just kind of caught up in a moment that Sexy Red was being played in the Dominican Republic and the St. Louis North Side
That's
native was.
that's
I'm just
crazy.
I'm having mixed emotions about it. I don't know if I'm happy or kind of disappointed. At the
I I
Well,
feel you
I
on
I,
that.
I heard of the ski, whatever the hell that is. I heard that
that's
song.
yeah, that's
Is that the
Sexy
I,
same
Red.
song? And Pound Town, whatever the hell Pound Town is. That's
Those are three different songs, but yes,
well,
sir.
I don't listen to
mm,
none of it. If I just told you I know what the hell I heard, I don't know what the hell it is. Shit.
Wow.
I'm having mixed emotions that Sexy Red and made it from the north side of St. Louis to the Dominican Republic. I'm
She in
having mixed
Yes.
Jamaica too.
emotions.
She in Jamaica too. She in Jamaica too.
Word?
They done did a Bumbleclot remix on that motherfucker. I'm dead serious, bro.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm I'm proud of the young lady. But I'm just I'm full of mixed emotions.
Hey, but here's a
Yeah.
good one. I just told my wife this today. I saw a meme that said, "I can't wait for Sexy Red to have them babies. I've been waiting to buy a puppy for a long time." I said, "Damn."
Oh.
No,
Oh my goodness.
that is not
She
nice.
she got breeded. She got
That's
bred.
not. That is
Golly.
that isn't nice. I know
I said,
Whoa.
my sister is very ashamed of me right now because I just
Wow. Yeah, I'm sitting in St. Louis now and I'm of the same emotion, Wanda. I can meet you there because it's like, okay, somebody from
I'm
St.
like
Louis doing their thing and you always want to promote the hometown, but
it's
this is
kind of like
stupid.
the hometown and your booty hole brown.
oh god.
Killing it. But since we're talking about the industry, let's talk about Diddy. Let's let's
Okay,
let's talk about Diddy
Oh
and
okay.
yeah.
and and everything he's getting caught up in. Like he losing his empire.
It's about time. It's about time. It's
I
about time.
I I can meet you
Okay,
there.
so
I can meet you there.
It's about
all
time.
right. So let's just put everybody up on what's going on.
Okay.
So
Hey, Talation.
we all uh-oh. So everybody knows that my sister's so silly. So Diddy is in some trouble. We all know because of assault allegation. Oh, look at the
This my G. This my
Oh
G baby.
man.
This my grandbaby.
Oh my
oh, look at the.
goodness.
I did lost my whole train of thought. My
You sure
uterus just did a flip.
It's my
did.
dude, man. Hey, yeah, tell him, hey, dude.
Hey, family.
My uterus is over here tingling. I gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you up in Indy?
Yeah, I see my grandbaby. Yeah, bro.
Okay. All right.
Oh, so sweet. Okay,
What's
so
your grandbaby's name?
Tajon.
Is he
hi.
future
I'm,
D Malay?
say again.
Feature D Malay?
What you say? Creme brulee?
Is
You talking about some food or
no?
something?
Is
What
he
you
going
talking
to
about?
be in D Malay in the
The
future?
D Malay boys.
D
The D
Malay
Malay.
boy.
The teenage group for developing young men in masonry.
Oh, I haven't been active in like 3 years, bro, and I haven't heard that in the PHA house. I have never heard that in the Prince Hall house. I'm pre-HA, so I've never heard that in the
Okay,
Mm.
Prince Hall house. Yeah, so
I,
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't. I didn't know if D Malay is also in Prince Hall or not, or
Correct. So
there's an
that's I've never
equivalent.
heard it. I've never
It
heard it.
depends
Okay.
on
We
the state.
probably call it something different.
Yeah, it depends on the state. It'll go by something different. But they, generally speaking, Prince Hall, they still have the same type of organizations. They might just go by a different name.
Correct.
Yeah, and if nothing else, there's regular D Malay. Uh, look into it. Brother James can give you the 411, or I could, or whatever.
Okay.
He's got to be what James? They got to be 11 to join, or no 9. I think they
Nine.
can
They have to
join
be
at 9.
9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I got to teach him about Wakanda and everything that I've learned. First, then
absolutely,
he can get on with that.
absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, and
All right.
yeah. So
Be-
I was
because
I was just
I
kind of
am grandfather of the Black Panther. I am
awesome,
All right.
awesome.
So long story short, Diddy out here
I
assaulting
apologize,
and
Wanda.
no, you good. Assaulting and he just out here bad with the ladies and evidently some men too, but they have not come forward yet. Um, so it all started with him and Cassie. She thought her NDA ran out
Mhm.
and she no longer had to be quiet. So she's talking and she was about to talk, but they gave her what she wanted. They paid her off. but there's other people coming forward at this time saying that this is the type of person that he is. Um, and oddly enough, and I've noticed that nobody has come to his defense. No one.
Nobody. I'm glad I'm not
Not all,
the only one who peeped that part out.
That
like
that
all
is very telling, right
like
there.
all of
That's
his
very
rich
telling.
friends have nothing to say.
Not a word. Not a
Mace
word.
hasn't said anything. Carisha,
Oh,
aka Young Miami, has not
Do
said
you think they're
anything.
going to say anything because they've been known, and 9 times out of 10 that a majority of, and I believe that when Diddy go down, he's gonna pull some other guys right down with him. Don't think R.
I,
Kelly was the only one with anything. Don't.
oh, absolutely.
He just the one
oh,
that
I
got
believe
caught.
it.
So Mace has been speaking out against Diddy here lately, but it's more so over how he's done his his artists, right? That's the aspect that Mace has been coming from because Mace was like, holds the rights to all of his music, and he
But
won't
he
give
said
them.
he gave them. But Diddy did say he gave all their music their rights back. He did that 2 years ago. He did give
Okay,
all
so
of his artists their rights back. But
because
that's
the
not.
locks were in the same situation.
hmm Yep, they were. And but here's the thing, Diddy dum dum. Yeah, he's definitely a dum dum. But my thing is this: why why would you stay somewhere where an NDA is required for you to be in a relationship? If I can't talk about my relationship with anybody, that's not a place I want to be in.
Well, so I think there's a lot that goes into that. Um, one of the things is there's a movement of conditioning that puts you in a form of indoctrination that can lead to Stockholm syndrome. Not giving her an excuse, but it's an understanding that we can find ourselves like we can talk about the army, right? I've been in the army for damn near 27 years, and it's not that I just love this profession so much that it's just where I want to be and that I agree with everything that we're doing. It's simply I'm here now, and after 20 some odd years later, it's hard to just cut the cord. Although January might prove differently, but you get locked into a specific lifestyle and you're used to operating that even regardless of how bad the situation is, it becomes normal to you and you function and you thrive in it. Look at our backgrounds. Look South St. Louis. We learn how to thrive and function successfully in a horrible situation. You know.
It's not so horrible right now. They gentrified it. But anywho, that's neither here nor there.
They did. They did. This is true.
that's,
They did.
that's neither here nor there. Um, I mean, I just no, I'm not blaming her or anything because by all means, none of this is her fault. None of it. Um, I'm just, I don't know. I just never. I'm trying to. How can I explain this?
Yeah, it's even if you know that it's a bad situation, um, and you can recognize that. That doesn't mean that you have the wherewithal to just remove yourself from that situation.
hmm
You know, I was
I
in a
mean,
situation, I was in a horrible relationship, and it took me a long time to remove myself from it, right? And it's
hmm
not that I just adored it, but I was tied to certain things in that relationship that kept me there.
hmm
It kept me
Okay,
there.
but we do know that okay, things do become horrible in a relationship, but they never really start out that way.
Hmm.
Everything like when they first met, I'm sure everything was like roses and chocolates and diamonds and furs and all of that. But at
It's
the
kind of
first
like throwing a frog into a pot of cold water and slowly bringing it to a boil.
Yeah, yeah, you know it's getting hot, but you're just hoping that sooner or later that temperature goes back down and you get back to that cold level of water, that comfortability once again. You know, and he knew something. He knew that he had done some wrong stuff, right? Hence
hmm
the NDA
hmm
that he put on him. Like you can't say anything that happened. So I
hmm
think what another one of the allegations is another young lady, and I can't remember her. I don't think her name has been disclosed actually, but he had uh, sex tapes on her that he would show people whenever allegedly whenever they would come over. And
hmm
one of his measures of controlling her was if you do leave or if you do say something, oh, this is going out to the public, right?
Mm.
And so that's part of it. Like, what, how embarrassed would that be for her? How embarrassing would that be for her? You know,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
how can
beyond
how
embarrassment, that's humiliation and control. That's just
absolutely,
Yeah.
outright domination. That's just
yeah,
insane.
It's
Yeah.
sickening, i.e., like you have people that don't get money to do things like that. But even those that don't have money and ones that do have them at a time point or at a point, everybody has a threshold.
Yeah.
yeah,
What's done in the dark, 9 times out of 10 gonna come out there one way or the
10
other.
times out of 10.
Yeah.
10 times out of 10. Because it's
So
going to be found out one way or another.
now if you like me, I don't care what come out about me. As long as there ain't nobody hitting me from the back, I don't give a damn what y'all see. I really don't care. But other than that, and me doing nothing on the keyboard level, if anything makes
yeah,
sense. You know what I'm saying? But at
yeah.
the same time, I don't care what anybody thinks. But like I said, everybody has a threshold. Too much is enough. So hey.
Thank you, sister.
Yeah, and that's where he is with a lot of people. So, and this is segueing over to the other one, and we can combine these because right now in New York there is a law that has been pushed out to where victims, and generally speaking, there's a statute of limitations, but now New York has a law to where victims who have been taken advantage of, who have been sexually assaulted, so on and so forth, can openly go back after their the people that committed these crimes against them, right? And that's why you see a lot of celebrities that are popping
They're
up on this
attackers.
list. Yeah, they're
So even if
attacking.
they're attacking, they got to have some type of proof or some type of evidence, because even
Yeah,
though they're going back, like you just said, on those that have money, there'd be some of those that ain't got no money to do. You know what I'm saying? To do
yeah,
the
But
You
the,
know
same
what?
thing.
You know what'll
my
be
thing
kind
is
of
the
interesting
fact.
is you know
No, go
what'd be
ahead.
kind of interesting is with some of these celebrities is if they're also abusive to their personal assistants. How many of those personal assistants have been quietly making copies of these things? And
oh
if something
yeah,
like this happens, all of a sudden that corroborating evidence that Flo just mentioned is suddenly going to pop right on up into the public. Trial by
yep,
public, trial in court. Trial by public opinion, and it just depends on okay, not only those NDAs, but just are you willing to take everything with you? Have you been so abused that you feel that you have been so publicly humiliated by that victimizer that you have nothing to lose, that you will just burn the building down around yourself? And you know about those copies, and you get those, and you may one of these people are just going to go to town on one of these celebrities, and it's just going to start that chain reaction that Wanda was talking about. It's just, suddenly
Yeah.
we're just going to find this growing spread of
it,
of
it's happening. It's
disgusting
happening in New
behavior.
York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to ask a question real quick. Just a question. Do y'all believe that he's guilty of the things he's being accused of? Raise your hand if you do believe he's guilty of these things.
Well, which you talking about? Diddy?
Diddy.
Yeah,
Diddy.
yeah.
Is he
Yeah,
do you guys believe
with the
that he's
tiny bit
innocent?
that I've heard, it sounds like it. But I'm willing to say yeah, but I don't know. I'm not trying to be mealy mouthed. It's just I don't follow the celebrity news as much
Hmm.
because, to be honest, it's toxic.
It's very
So I'm
toxic.
trying to
I
avoid
agree.
some of it. But that same toxicity that has me think, okay, yeah, and some people, when they have a lot of money, a lot of celebrity, and a lot of power and perceived power, sometimes
Hmm.
it just makes them monsters.
But
When you have,
let's
when you
go ahead,
have
Chris. I'm
that,
sorry.
I'm sorry, when, you all been talking about raising your kids right to have, um, to have the decency to act like a human. And
Hmm.
when you have not gotten that fully in control of yourself, and then you have all of your little people that are going around you and just totally appealing to your lesser self and just saying, oh, yeah, you're the best. And all of a sudden, you're like a runaway reaction in an atomic reactor.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
sometimes it's really foul. So
Well,
on that basis, I'd say, yeah, he probably is, and I'm willing to bet you there's going to be a lot more ugly rot going to come loose.
oh yeah. So even pulling that back away from the celebrities and just looking at the New York penal system, there have been 470 cases from inmates that have come out suing. It happened again. It happened again. But suing different people because of these types of crimes. Yeah, Pac did try to say it. Hell, 50 been saying it for a while. You know,
Now 50 has been going on a whole like 50 is the biggest troll. I'm not gonna even lie. 50 is a troll of all trolls, but he don't be lying.
he don't. He
50
don't.
is like the Donald Trump of the of the, he don't give a fuck what nobody say. He gonna do what the fuck he gonna do. And he don't, I don't know if Trump don't lie all the time, but 50 definitely ain't got no reason. Like he ain't going to jail for shit.
Yeah, yeah. Now Trump does have a reason to lie all the time because that's who
He
he
has
is.
been.
Well,
I'm gonna
you
throw
know
that
the
out
way to
there.
know when Trump is lying, right? His lips are
He's
moving.
yeah, he's breathing.
When his mouth is moving.
That
Yeah.
motherfucker breathing. But for 470 inmates to begin to come forward and press charges against people, says even not at the celebrity level, but just simply holding people in power accountable, people in positions of power and influence, holding them accountable for their
Mhm.
actions is a real thing, especially when you are in charge of an inmate, right? And you know for
Oh,
sure that you have, yeah, it's a
I'll bet there's a
totalitarianistic
whole
society.
lot of correctional officers that are running scared and lawyering up.
They
I
better
mean,
be.
as they should, because
Yeah.
a lot of people they like when you're in a position of power and you take advantage, you should lose their power
Yeah,
because you don't know what to do with it.
yeah. And so that's the trend that's happening, and it's starting in New York. And so I'm guessing that it's going to continue to spread throughout the country. And all of these influential people, primarily celebrities, mayors, different politicians, all of these folks are
Oh, where you go? Hold on.
We lost you, Brother James. Where are you at?
We did. Hold on a second.
That big ass son in here has probably knocked him out. That's probably where he went to. That boy big as hell.
We are
It's
not gonna blame
that
this
rum.
on
He just
Bubby.
blacked out from the
Bubby,
rum.
Bubby is
Okay.
not here. Hold on.
He just blacked out from the rum.
No, I think the camera or something or the internet went out downstairs. Oh, oh, he was getting a call. One moment.
hmm
Okay, but we can continue talking while he gets all this situated. Um,
Yeah,
so
that thing that James was talking about in New York.
mhm.
I'm surprised it isn't out here in California yet. Because that sort of thing. It's hard to get those laws going, but once those laws are going,
They're going.
then oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he said Fat got shut down because we talking about Puff.
If for real,
It's not the reason, but I
I'm about to
mean,
say
hey,
it down.
all right, he back. But you know, that's hilarious. No, but I mean, it is what it is. I feel like, I mean, like you said, everything that's done in the dark will come to the light, and whatever consequences you have to deal with when that happens, you got to be ready to wheel and deal.
hmm
Um, don't do it if you don't want to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And this man has daughters. How could you not understand treating another woman like this? You have daughters.
R. Kelly got daughters too, and he still did the same damn thing, supposedly. So
Where
it,
did
it
you go,
doesn't matter
Flo? We
when you.
can't see you no more.
I know
Yeah.
you can't see me because I don't know
Yeah.
why, but give me a second. I've been
Maybe
smoking shit. Give me
maybe
a
you
second.
turned off your camera on one of the settings. You can stop the camera.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, R. Kelly. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Remember that interview where he stood up and started shouting at his interviewer, and she just kind of looked at him.
Gail. Was it Gail?
Gail King.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it
it
was
was
Gail King.
Gail.
And I saw an interview with her later, and they said, you looked amazingly calm when that happened. She said, I wasn't afraid. I was just thinking, this is like a young man having a temper tantrum.
Mm-hmm.
And but he is not a small man, and he had a taste for those young women, and you can be sure he utterly dominated them emotionally and physically.
Hmm.
And that is not a man in my book. That is a violent, nasty person. You know, a man respects women and he honors women.
Yep. Are you talking,
Call
Stinky?
me
Because we
old
can't hear
fashioned.
you.
Say it again.
I couldn't hear you, Spat. You were talking, your lips were moving, but we could not hear anything you were saying. But yeah, I mean, women, even though some of us act like we don't need any help and don't want to be protected, we definitely want to be protected at all times, regardless of how we acting or what we say or whatever. We still want to be treated like women and not objects or anything, you know?
How about now?
There you go.
All right. I was just saying, you have to be a monster in order to commit these types of insidious actions and inflict this type of damage onto people, and that's what they are. Again,
Hmm.
they're predators. They're predators,
And
and predators look for an opportunity uh, to
absolutely.
to find prey.
Hmm.
And with Diddy or
And they will
celebrities or
fall. They will find the smallest. Uh, what is it? Smallest insecurity
yeah,
and magnify it,
yep, and
and
build on it.
then and try to save it and make them feel like that they're the hero and that they're a savior and that you need them, and that is definitely what a predator does. They lure
Yeah,
you in and then attack.
it's an insidious action. Again, it's even and so even to the point of where he got you just because he got daughters, you would think he would treat women differently, but no, he
Yes.
sees his daughters as humans, but he sees other people as something else other than human, right? So they deserve to be treated that way by him.
Hmm.
It's lording over a person. It's expressing a specific type of power and dominance over a person because they're not at the same level that you are. So you have every right to do that to them.
Hmm.
It's a disgusting mentality.
Yeah, that kind of
And again,
objectifying. I'm sorry, Wanda.
no, you good. No, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just agreeing. It's just objectifying like that is just insane. It's just I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah,
So,
it's a bad look, very bad look.
so
Oh, I
here's
can do it.
mhm. So, and then, and again, it is just very telling that out of the billion groups that this man has produced and brought out of brought us all this great music, nobody is coming out and saying, "Oh no, that's not my homeboy. My homeboy would never do nothing like that." Nobody,
Hmm.
not Total, not 112, not
Usher,
Mariah, Usher, uh who else we got? The Locks, not Lil
Jay Z.
Kim, not nobody is coming
You
out and
reap
saying
you reap
anything.
what you sow.
Yeah, yeah.
Regardless, those folks ain't got to say nothing. It was gonna happen regardless. What they say, the eyes of the Lord are in every place,
Mm,
beholding the good and the evil. And we got
mm.
eyes in the sky, and those folks out here, everybody ain't loyal to you, regardless of how much money you got.
Hmm.
Everybody's
Mm-hmm.
not loyal to you. You got those select few that you have to keep in a tight circle, that you have to. His circle just got so large, probably just like you just said, because of the money, the popularity. And Chris made a definite thing when you say you have to be a monster. I say you worse than a monster. You don't have to. You can't have a soul to be that controlling. I've done things in the military that I regret every day, but it was my job. I had to do it. That's a choice.
All day, all day. It's a choice, especially yeah. Nobody enlisted him into that. Yeah. He wanted to do that, and he found the opportunity, space, and availability to commit those horrible actions onto people, inflict that onto
Mm-hmm.
people. Not-
Mm-hmm.
So I love this dog. Adonis is just amazing. He's just good boy.
You can
Good
take them
boy.
home with you. Give me a break.
Man,
Y'all in the
Martell ain't
same
gonna agree.
house?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
upstairs.
Get out of here.
Please show me the dog. Please show us the dog.
Oh,
Who,
that's that.
Adonis?
Is that house that Glass told me?
Oh, so cute.
That is a pretty dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Lola, you too, good girl. That's a
Oh, is
Lola.
she
Hey,
downstairs too?
yeah, yeah. That's a Lola.
Hi,
That's
Lola.
that's that's not the house used to be a brothel, is it, Glass?
I ain't never been in no brothel. My
Oh, I
lady
thought you
won't.
told me you used to be in a brothel. I'm just messing with you.
Absolutely not.
Hey, I got time. I'm a shit starter. I start shit. I start shit. I'm sorry. I'm a shit
Good
starter.
girl. Good
This is the
girl.
house of the Lord.
Hey,
What you
Good
hey.
talking about?
girl.
Mm-hmm.
Let's let's
Hey,
move.
I got a question.
Yeah.
And this is just I think I sent this to you guys as you were to Glass earlier. Just for another topic for when you guys get a chance. I just found out that if you feed the homeless more than six of them, you can get a
Arrested.
ticket and arrested. I
Yep.
didn't know that.
Yep. They that law was started um several years ago, and it was started because not just because of the homeless, but also, and it also leaked over into voting polls. If you give people water standing in voting lines, but yeah, it started in California. Go ahead, Wanda.
You can't call them homeless. You got to say unhoused.
Oh, okay. So the unhoused, right?
There you
So
go.
down in LA, um, the governor in LA made that a thing because of the unhoused population, and they were trying to come up with different plans to move them out of the area, but people were
as
showing humanity and feeding people.
there's a movement called Food Not Bombs that actually started in the Bay Area and it's traveled all over California. And what it is there's people that get together and they will at certain days they will go down into areas where a lot of homeless, especially the homeless teenagers that have been pushed out of their homes,
Unhoused.
um,
Unhoused.
and yeah, and what they do is they go and they serve free food, and a lot of times a lot of lawyers will also go there and give like a free legal clinic, and
Yes.
sometimes groups will do a quick medical clinic or they will help with mental health or physical health, and it's this whole thing, and it's humanizing these people. And people like Caitlyn Jenner and those other monstrous beasts, and I'm speaking about rich Republicans and reactionaries, um, is will act as if being unhoused is a choice. And I point out to them that statistically, you only see 13% of the unhoused.
Hmm.
Okay. And it's growing. And we're going to see more and more of our elders, especially the widows. Some of them are widowers, but a lot of the widows who they have throughout their lives, they've depended on first their parents and then their husbands or the partners to take care of all the financial decisions, and they get taken advantage of or they run out of money. And we get our elders, especially our widows, but we get our elders of both genders pushed out, becoming homeless. We've got the teenagers that are kicked out of their houses when, if they come out and they're at all, they don't, if they've got intolerant parents and they don't conform to the parents' wishes,
Hmm.
or, people who are just one medical bill away from homelessness, and on and on and on. Nobody chooses to be homeless. Even the folks that say, no, I don't want to go to a shelter. Well, shelters are dangerous places.
Oh yeah, they are.
But
Yeah,
for
that's what I
whatever
heard.
reason, yeah, and for whatever reason, be it mental health, fear, whatever, they, even if they get an opportunity, and a lot of times, again, because you only see about 11 to 13% of these people assume, oh, there's abundant services. No, there aren't. And a lot of these people don't even know about them unless it's word of mouth. And to find out some of this word of mouth, you've got to go around to other homeless people. And these people are terrified because they've They voted for Reagan. They think that homeless people are a bunch of drunken drug addict maniacs. So they're not going to go where people that are unhoused are congregating. And it's just a tragedy upon a tragedy upon a tragedy.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm on my soapbox.
No, not at
No,
all.
you're good.
You know, one of the things that I love about my lodge out in California is after we eat, um, if the brothers don't take stuff home, we'll take it to a shelter and donate it to that shelter, right?
What
Instead of
I've
just
taken to
tossing
doing,
everything out.
James, is I go out to the park. I know where all the homeless folks are, and
Okay.
because I don't go there on the daytime when there's that shelter in the daytime, but at night I just distribute it among the people in the park because I know where all the homeless hang out around the park.
Okay.
So they kind
That's
of
even better.
know around first Tuesday, yeah, this guy's going to be coming up and try and find some food.
Yeah.
You know, but if
Yeah.
there's a whole lot of big containers, then yeah, I take them to a shelter. Part of the problem is the shelters now are getting under the health department, so they can't take the food donations the way they
Yeah.
used to.
So I didn't mean to get us off topic at all, but
Sorry.
No, you're good.
since I've been retired, I've been able to open my eyes a lot, and I speak to glass maybe like once a month. Been in the military, we're sheltered. We may have grown up in the ghetto. We may have survived the ghetto, made it through the military, getting ready to get out the military. But when I tell you we've been sheltered, we may see only what we see in the news, and what we come up in is known as being oppressed or XYZ or etc. Excuse me. But when you actually have time to sit back and think for yourself instead of an entity thinking for you and making all your decisions, your eyes start to open. And he's definitely going to see it. Glass is conscious already. He's been conscious. But when that third
For
eye
sure.
opens up all the way, I tell it's days I damn near sit here and cry because I finally realized, I said, God damn, this country is fucked up.
Yeah.
Every other day, I am dead serious. And I never would have thought that. Never would have thought that.
I've taken to saying to some of my younger friends, I'm at the tail end of the baby boomer age group. And I have taken to saying to my friends that are under 30, I am so sorry that my generation has left this world to you. And just collectively, I apologize and I am ashamed. Do I have any control over it? No. Am I utterly enraged? Oh, hell yes. And I try and make the world a little cleaner than I found it, but that's all I can do.
That's
Otherwise,
right. That's
I
all
would
you
just
can.
break my teeth on the rocks. But yeah, I mean, Brother James is a very, very wise man, and I am enriched by you guys allowing me to watch your podcast weekly and participate in it. And
We appreciate that.
I really
Thank you.
appreciate what I learned from you guys. So thank you.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
enough about me.
No worries.
Yeah, that was a great off topic. I love it. I love it. But since we're here, I know Wanda got to work in the morning, and her husband is
Unfortunately.
getting a lot of stuff done. So let's move into final thoughts, gents and gentle ladies. Let's move
Gentle
into
lady.
final thoughts.
Let's let our guests go first.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We will flow. Final thoughts. We'll start with you tonight, bro.
All right.
It can be
Final
about
thoughts
whatever
for the
you
night.
want.
My final thoughts for the night. Travel the world. That's A. Experience different cultures. This is just a couple of final thoughts. We don't know everything that we don't like. As your word, we don't know everything that we like, but we know everything that we don't like. So if you don't like it, exclude it. Period, point blank. People and all, exclude. I am finding peace and serenity a little bit more every day as I go on.
Wow.
Another thought. After you've made it through so far, and I have grudges against a lot of people, I just learned how to I finally let it go. I said, what's the point of getting even when I beat the odds already? These are literally thoughts that come to my head on a daily freaking basis since I've been retired. Another one was, and it's almost on a correlation of getting rid of everything that you don't know. Peace of mind means a whole lot. So much, so much. I've learned to start listening before I start speaking. In the military, they teach us to be overpowering, overbearing when we have to be,
Yeah.
unless it's a superior over us, uh, or an individual over us. I hate using that word superior. I hate it. I freaking hate it. Uh, Another thought is on the lines of peace. Those that are in your inner circle, and I hate to say this, I truly hate to say this, people, but don't be a fool. You can only give so much. And I am a kind-hearted person. I would give to anybody if I got it. Ask for wisdom, not patience. As soon as you ask for patience, God gonna test you just to see how much patience you got. Last but not least, hey, just love on each other, bro, and pray. That's
Mm,
it. That's all I got.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Thank you.
Brother
What
Chris?
you got, Chris?
Well, everything that Flo said, and I'd also like to add just love and cherish your family. They are prices beyond wealth. If they have different viewpoints than you or they do something that startle you, try and understand and love them anyway. And just in general, be kind. We're all on this road together. Men,
Mm.
women, young, old. Doesn't matter where you're from. There are a few people who I will be happy to see off the face of this earth. Henry Kissinger is one of them. I'm glad he's gone. But just be kind. Cherish your family, your loved ones, whether they are of blood or adoption or found family, and just embrace the differences and try and understand them as best you can. That's all I can say is just that whole be kind. We're all on the same road together. That's
Love
it.
it.
I hope you all have
That's
a
awesome.
wonderful week.
You gonna make me go
Wagwan.
next?
Of course.
Um, as always, you guys, don't forget to brush and floss. First, like oral health is overall health. 2 times a day at least, guys. It's super duper important. Um, Also, do what makes you happy. Enjoy your life. You only get one, and we don't know how long it is. Um, like folks said, travel. Like I literally just came off a cruise and it had the best time of my life with some of the most amazing people in my life. Take it, each day is a gift, which is why it's called a present, guys. Like take it, learn from it, and just keep moving forward. And don't forget to smile. A smile is free, and it just does so much for everyone else. So those are my final thoughts.
All right. And last but not least, Jay Glass, the movement. I'm gonna keep mine simple. Um, be the love in the world you want to see, regardless of who agrees with it. Be a genuine person. Be vulnerable. Learn how to be vulnerable. Be emotionally available. Lean in to those who love you and love them back just as hard, and cherish it. Cherish it because you don't always get it from everybody, but for the people that you found it with, treat it with the utmost respect and kindness and grace and mercy, and be that. So there's a lot going on in life. Sometimes we got to take a step back and take a breather, collect yourselves and be okay with not being okay. And some days are harder than others, but learn how to find yourself in the midst of a storm and gather peace. So, like I always say, uh, give everybody a little mercy, a little more grace, and sprinkle that with copious amounts of love. And again, just be genuinely you, regardless of who is not okay with that. So those are my final thoughts. So I'd like to thank everybody Chris and Flo, appreciate y'all for hopping on and supporting us.
Thanks, guys.
I
Greatly
want to be on
appreciate
anytime y'all get on here. I'm gonna make sure I got my black. This is my
All
black
right, what were you
Superman.
drinking?
Yeah.
Glass know what this black Superman is. Glad know what a black Superman is. Praise God. You got praise God in all things, good and bad. Because my
Black
cup is about
Superman.
to
Brother
run
James.
over.
Brother
Black
James, I
Superman
hope
is
your
a
mama
danger.
is okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good night, Flo.
Call
Good
me
night,
Glass.
Wanda. Good night, Brother
Good
James.
night, Chris. Good night, Ron. Call me Glass. I got to talk to you because I ain't know nothing about your mama. You call me, damn it.
I got you. I got you, bro.
I love you
And
guys. Peace.
I love you too.
Thanks,
In the wise
guys.
words of Russell Simmons, thank y'all for coming out. Don't forget to put your votes in, put your picks in for the NFL. We got them hoodies coming out. But
Ravens.
in the wise words of Russell Simmons, thank y'all for coming out. God bless and
Good
good
night.
night.
Night.